Alrighty. Oh look, Titan.
Juno, what is the state of Titan?
How do you mean? The weather?
No, Juno. He's asking if anyone's still living there. Our old supervisor was stationed on that moon.
Given the passage of time, I am certain that your boss has long since expired.
Oh,
Yes, obviously. You know how aging works.
what the fuck? Yes, we do know how aging works.
But is there still a colony? Has it been fully terraformed? My father helped start that process.
After the Atlas Corporation dissolved in 22,
The answer is no, Captain. No colony, no terraforming. The biomass saw to that.
Right.
integration successful. Your new counterpulse device is ready to be equipped.
I recommend we run a field test before proceeding further.
I don't think we
Those
should.
ticks feeding on the substation should make for suitable targets.
I already did.
Field test successful.
It's a weapon?
A focused counterpulse emitter. Based on a design from my own timeline and calibrated to the same wavelength as the treatment we administered via the medical pod.
Cure gun. Nice.
Understand, this device will only eliminate the older, more primitive biomass. The more evolved forms from this time period will just be temporarily incapacitated.
Regardless, it should make short work of the biomass surrounding the Astraea's FTL drives. It's possible with more research data we could refine the treatment wavelength even further, making the device that much more efficient.
Which would allow the emitter to discharge more shots before overheating.
Certainly fixed you right up, didn't we?
We're ready to proceed to the drive bay. In the meantime, Captain Rhodes, I will need you to assemble a custom gantry to secure the FTL once it's in our possession. I've already fed the necessary specifications to the fabricators.
Good. I'm in the mood for a bit of work.
Moving out into the debris field now.
Just get that FTL and get back here quick as you can. No sense spending any more time over there.
Agreed.
Alright, let's assume this works. Let's say you two track down the working FTL. Get it hooked up, and Apollo manages to recreate
Fuck's
a physical
sake.
time jump that, by some miracle,
Where the fuck did
sends
you
us
come
back
from?
home to our own time. How exactly are we supposed to eliminate all the biomass once we're there? I mean, it's not like we can just set off a bomb and blow it all to smithereens. That's exactly what you're planning to do, isn't it?
Well, not a bomb so much as a device that will unleash a sudden and forcible burst of energy across a widespread area.
So, a bomb.
Yes, a bomb. But one that emits a counterpulse that should only be harmful to the biomass.
Brilliant.
I'm a tactical AI. Most of my solutions tend to involve some form of explosion.
Uh-huh.
I think we should trust Apollo. After all, he has yet to steer us wrong.
How did we end up in the future again?
That was an accident. And considering the alternative was dying in a torrent of fire, I stand by my actions.
Alright. Fair enough. Who's gonna build this cure bomb of yours? I mean, I could do it. But my hands are a bit tied at the moment.
I can easily repurpose existing equipment to construct a counterpulse dispersion catalyst.
Cure bomb.
Very well. Cure bomb. We will also need a means of transport, ideally one that can regulate the catalyst's energy signature.
The cargo drones should be more than capable of assembling the materials we need.
Excellent. I will transmit the details.
Wait a second. How is Jack's reboot ability supposed to work in the past without the fabricator network?
My design for our makeshift transport includes a single fabricator to accommodate Jack's reboot for the duration of our mission. Once we've detonated the catalyst and are out of danger, we can address reintegrating Jack's protocols into an Atlas network.
Assuming all this goes to plan.
Well, yes. It would be rather difficult to operate on the opposite assumption.
go.
Shields at 95%.
I've reached the drive bay.
How's it looking there?
More or less how we expected.
That bad, is it?
Jack, the removal process will require access to several mechanisms throughout the drive bay. Any live tissue in the area will undoubtedly make our job that much more difficult.
Understood. I'll clear them out.
Our aim is to
Fuck's
locate a
sake.
viable FTL drive. We need one that is suitably infected with biomass, but not to the extent that it is
What the fuck?
The Goldilocks FTL.
An
Oh, this is some
accurate, if
bullshit.
somewhat antiquated metaphor. Once we find a suitable drive, we'll need to remove it from its housing
Hello?
and extract it via the corresponding service port.
Oh, you've gotta be
The
shitting me.
removal process is no easy task, but I can walk you through the procedure.
Shields at 30%.
But this is some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Where the fuck y'all at? Oh, now you're gonna disappear, huh? That was some fucking bullshit.
All clear, Apollo.
Acknowledged. Now then, we should start by identifying any FTLs that are still extractable. Look for drives whose locking pins are largely clear of biomass at the upper and lower extremities.
Understood. I'll see if there's a drive that's clear enough to move.
Anyone able to cross their fingers, do it now.
The internal components are infested with biomass. It must have found its way in through the root's infrastructure.
This is an encouraging sign.
Is it?
The FTL that caused the Astrea's original jump back in time was similarly infected. This may be the drive we're looking for.
Excessive biomass infestation. These locking pins won't be able to move. Moving on to the next drive. Some biomass is present, but not enough to impede the locking pins. Now to inspect the opposite end. The locking pins on this end also appear to be free of any obstruction.
Confirmed. Cursory inspection verified. Internal biomass growth is also suitable for our needs.
Is that our winner?
It certainly appears so.
So we're good to go.
Nearly. The FTL will first need to be primed, which requires filling the drive with an ionized fluid and stimulating a hybrid voltaic reaction.
Is that as dodgy as it sounds?
Priming the drive is a fairly standard procedure. Moving a drive after it's been primed is most certainly not.
How do we start the procedure?
The drive controls are offline. You'll need to initiate the process manually. Look for an access panel on the side of the FTL drive.
Right here.
Access panel located.
You'll have to cut your way in. Pull the lever inside and the drive will begin priming. Once the injection process is complete, I will funnel all remaining power in the drive bay to the FTL.
Drive priming initiated.
Injection complete. I will now attempt to create a sustained reaction by applying any remaining power. Stand by. Sustained reaction achieved. We're ready to remove the drive.
Outstanding.
What's next, Apollo?
The FTL drive is held in place by locking mechanisms at its upper and lower extremities. They must be
Oops. That one's on me.
manually released before the drive can be removed.
Got it. I'll release the locks.
The release mechanisms are housed within the drive moorings at both the top and bottom of the chamber. You'll need to cut your way in.
Understood.
Cut my way in.
I've gained access to the drive
Oh,
locking
fuck's
mechanisms.
sake.
The release control is located on the drive
I
itself.
fucking
between the
hate
lock-
that this doesn't. I hate that this thing doesn't fucking work.
Upper locking mechanism released.
Good. Once you release the lower lock, the drive should come free.
Go with all you. Where am I going? The things that did say lower locks. But where? Ah, here we are.
The drive is not fully unlocked yet, Jack. The lower mechanism still needs to be released.
Drive unlocked.
Excellent. I've repowered a nearby control panel so you can complete the removal procedure. The controls will allow you to position the drive so it can be easily removed via cargo drone.
Moving FTL into position.
Steady on there, Jack. That's our ride home.
Once the drive reaches the outer wall,
Gosh.
you can open the... Jack, be advised. Ticks inbound.
Stand by. I'll deal with them.
They must have been drawn out by the drive's substantial energy signature.
Tick threat neutralized. Resuming removal process at the control terminal.
Once the drive reaches the outer wall, you can open the service port to make the drive available for retrieval.
The drive is in position. How do I open the service port?
Multi-operator release controls on either side of the hatch.
Okay, I'm gonna need. No? Hello? What the fuck was the difference there?
Removal process complete. The FTL drive is ready to be extracted.
Good work, Jack. Drones are on their way.
Copy that.
Hanging on.
Ready to depart with the cargo in T-minus 10 seconds.
Just go.
If you plan to accompany the drive, I suggest you take hold now. Departing in 3, 2, 1. Thrusters engaged.
I'm exiting the drive bay.
Give the Estrella a wave as you go. Suppose this is the last we'll be seeing of her.
I'm afraid that's not entirely accurate. To ensure we eliminate all the biomass in the past, we will need to generate a counterpulse substantial enough to blanket the entire Kronos 2 orbital sector. To do so, we will have to venture into the remains of the Estrella that were left behind in 2126, and use the ship's primary drive exchange conduit to amplify the output of the Cure Bomb.
Kinda grows on you, doesn't it?
Not unlike a biomass infestation.
So, where am I in all this?
I will need you to accompany us into the wreckage. As acting captain of the Estrella, your authorization is required to access the primary drive bay.
Right. Well, I've nearly finished rigging up the gantry. Should be good to go by the time the drones turn up with the FTL. I'll see you back here shortly.
Acknowledged.
Jack, I should tell you, if our plan succeeds, it is unlikely you will be able to return to this timeline. If there are any outstanding tasks you'd like to finish, now might be the opportune time.
I have no
Understood.
tasks. What tasks would I have out here? I got no friends besides everybody that's inside. Hello, Dr. Harlan. How are you doing?
What? I secured it. It's fine. Don't get cheeky with me. Alright, Doc. The gantry's rigged up.
Be bothering
I
you?
think we're all set here.
Jack, I want to remind you again. Once we start this process, we are effectively locked in. Your shell will be exclusively paired to the fabricator on the rear of the transport rig. If you exceed its range, you will be forced to reboot. If you have any remaining tasks you'd like to address, this is your final opportunity.
Report Cure Bomb. I'm
I
ready.
understand. I'm ready to begin.
Very well. Moving FTL into position. Everyone, keep clear.
Will do. Clamps are set. Bring her in.
How are you feeling?
Better, actually. It's weird. I didn't notice how much the infection was affecting me until I was rid of it.
Imagine if the disease had had time to progress.
I'd really rather not, thanks.
Oh, you're getting smart.
Drive secured.
Confirmed. Connection established. The FTL is now linked to the station's power grid.
Reading vigorous biomass activity within the drive. The infection is feeding off the FTL's energy field.
I assume that's good.
It's expected. Begin diagnostic and compatibility check. Verify functionality of all drive components. This should only take a moment.
No problem. We'll just sit here in nervous anticipation.
Very well.
I will admit, this arrangement feels decidedly less secure than our last jump through time.
He has a point, Apollo. You basically have us riding a literal time bomb into the past. Mind-bendingly awesome as that might sound, you are sure this is going to work, right?
The odds of success are surprisingly favorable, especially when one considers all the variables at play.
Suppose we can work with that.
Diagnostic and compatibility check complete. Stand by while I reconfigure the FTL's drive settings to mirror the exact conditions that first sent the Estrella back in time.
Dr. Harlan?
Yes, we have to get clear of the platform. I know.
Well, I guess this is it.
So it would seem. Captain, I want to say I'm sorry. I was wrong to keep you in the dark as long as I did. Perhaps if I trusted you sooner. In any case, I hope you can forgive me, though I don't expect you to. Right. Well, goodbye.
Dr. Harlan, thank you. What you're doing here, she'd be proud of you.
She'd be angry with me.
Oh, yeah, probably. But she'd still be proud.
Thank you, both of you, for helping me put an end to this.
Doctor, we should really be going.
Yes. All right.
We'll do everything in our power to stop the biomass.
I know you will.
FTL settings configured. As soon as the doctor is clear, we can begin spinning up the drive.
Farewell, Captain Rhodes.
Take care of him, Juno.
Of course, always. Goodbye, Jack. I will make sure to permanently archive all of the time we have spent together.
I'll miss you too, Juno.
Good luck saving your timeline.
Popcorn?
Saving your timeline too, don't you forget that. No, brother. Hey, Popcorn, you stay there. You do not move. Nope. You have to be secure.
Alright, it's okay. Well, what do you say, Jack? You ready for this?
Too late
I
now.
think at this point it might be too late to change our minds.
Apollo, we are clear.
Very well. Commencing final jump prep.
Listen. I realized I never properly thanked you. For, well, everything.
You'd have done the same for me.
Hibernating for 4 centuries might have been a bit tricky for me to pull off.
You'd have found a way.
FTL spin-up complete. Drive reports green.
Remember, you need to trigger the device before the Ithaca reaches the infected zone. That should be enough to alter the course of events. Prevent the biomass from spreading.
Understood.
We'll get it done.
Transferring manual control to transport. Ready to execute jump.
Godspeed. To you both.
All right, Jack. On you, Jack.
FTL engaged.
See you in a tick.
Jumping in 3, 2.
So I'm trying not to show it too, but I'm really hyped that I actually got the fist bump off. It's not like last time. Oh, what the fuck is that?
Okay, come on.
Are you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm okay. It's just... Holy shit. That was...
Incredible.
I was going to say terrifying. But yeah, also pretty incredible. What about you? You alright?
We're good.
All systems nominal. Apollo.
Likewise, fully
Let's
operational.
go, Apollo.
God. Look at this place.
This is the correct location, but is it the right time?
I think he was talking to you there, Apollo.
Cross-referencing astrometric positional data. Stand by. Confirmed. We have arrived just prior to the Ithaca's approach.
I think I see her. There. That bright dot just off Rhea. Jack, you see that?
Affirmative. I see it.
The vessel is closing fast. We have limited time.
Then let's not waste any more of it. The transport's good to go?
I'm still running diagnostics, but so far everything appears to be in working order.
Well, that'll have to do. We're on the o'clock.
Very well. Plotting a course for the Astrea's primary drive bay.
Popcorn? You're staying out here. See if you can find me a way to contact the Ithaca. Local comms just aren't going to cut it. We need a way to boost the signal. None of that. I promise. As soon as we finish hooking up the cure bomb, we'll come find you. Now go.
Course laid in. Transport rig prepped for departure. I would advise you both hold on. Stand by for primary thruster burn. 3, 2, 1. Transport underway. Distance to primary drive exchange, 4,600 meters.
At least it wasn't a countdown from 10.
Quite a sight.
I should warn you, much of the Astrea remains highly irradiated. The transport's radiation dampener will shield us, but its range is limited. I advise you remain close to the rig at all times. Especially you, Captain Rhodes.
Steer clear of the flash master radiation. Got it. Good safety tip.
Once we reach the drive bay, we'll need to connect the fuel cell directly into the Astrea's drive exchange conduit. That should amplify the counterpulse sufficiently enough to eliminate all the biomass in the sector.
You ready for this, Jack?
Yep.
As I see it, we don't really have time to question our preparedness.
Yeah, I'm a little scared too.
Fair enough. Oh, brother. What the fuck? Oh, you
Approaching the
prick.
Astrea's outer hull. Brace for deceleration.
Better hold on to something.
We going
The
in there?
most direct route to the drive bay is via a service tunnel just beyond these doors.
How do we get them open?
I'll need direct access to the local systems. There should be a control station just on the other side of that nearby airlock.
Right, let's go.
Perhaps those of us with reboot abilities should proceed first.
By all means. Lead on. How does this area still have power?
There are multiple redundancies in place to protect the engineering deck from power failure, even in the event
Ooh,
of
one of these.
catastrophic structural damage. As you can see,
Good news for us.
not entirely. If the local power grid is still active, that means the biomass is as well.
Couldn't let me have just one bright spot, would you?
The control station is just up ahead. No sign of any significant biomass activity.
How long do you suppose that'll last?
Based on previous experience, probably not as long as we'd prefer.
Are those the door controls?
Affirmative. They must have suffered some form of mechanical failure.
Yeah, I think so, dude.
Try the emergency release. You'll have to cut your way in.
Copy.
Go, go, go. Way ahead of you.
Locking mechanisms released.
Doors open.
Area clear. No biomass presence.
That looks cool over there. Yeah, I'm with Liv.
This is it. Jack, I'll need your help to overwrite the local protocols.
Oh, that's not cool.
There's an AI core installed in the upper terminal. Remove it and place it in the overwrite slot.
Copy that.
Your new data scanner should...
Core secured.
Data port open.
Commencing upload.
Overwrite complete. Once you return the core to the upper
Core locked in.
Access
That is
achieved.
cool.
I have local control. Now all I need is the captain's authorization.
Right. This is Acting Captain Olivia Rhodes. Open the doors?
Authorization accepted. Disabling security measures. Doors opening. Stand by. I'm moving the rig inside.
Right, come on, Jack. Let's get back out to the transport and...
Captain,
What is it?
I'm reading movement.
Shit.
Multiple biomass signatures closing on the transport. Navcom is failing. I can't pilot the transport with those ticks draining its systems.
I can clear them off. Stand by.
Use the secondary airlock beyond the control station. It's your quickest route to the transport.
Got it. We're on our way.
Negative, Captain. You will need to remain inside. The transport is too far out. You would die in seconds.
Right. Flesh melting radiation.
If you die, our mission fails.
Your concern for my well-being is extremely touching. Thanks.
You're welcome. Airlock controls should already be active.
Got you.
Cycling airlock. Stand by.
Might want to ready that counterpulse gadget of yours, Jack.
Affirmative. I'll signal you when it's all clear.
I'm gonna just back up a bit here.
Yeah, you do that.
I count 3 tick forms on the transport jack. You'll need to neutralize all of them in order for you to regain control.
Acknowledged. That should be all of them. Apollo, can you confirm?
Confirmed. Transport power flow nominal. I've regained operational control.
Stand by, Liv. We're coming to you.
Make sure you pull up nice and close. I prefer my insides remain unliquefied.
Not to worry, Captain. You'll be well within the dampener's radius. There. That should be more than sufficient for the captain to safely board.
Liv, you are clear to exit.
Copy that.
Let's go. Ooh, you're good.
I'm on.
Let's go, Apollo.
Engaging primary thrusters. Be advised. Adjusting course. Course replotted.
Man, this is
Brace
like
for thruster reignition.
all on fire.
Jack, I suggest keeping your counterpulse emitter armed. The biomass is likely to be much more prevalent as we move further inward.
Understood.
Just how bad is this going to get?
The primary drive bay is one of the most energy-intensive areas on the entire ship. We should expect the biomass infestation to be proportionally dense.
You know, you could just say it's going to get really bad.
I thought that was what I said.
We appear to have another sealed door ahead.
Affirmative.
You have a plan for getting it open? That'll do.
I guess that answers that.
My newfound control of the local systems is more extensive than I anticipated.
Perhaps this means the rest of our mission will go just as smoothly.
If only wishing made it so.
Indeed, I expect the door to the primary drive bay will require a bit more effort to open.
Well, I wouldn't want us to get split.
Bullseye.
Proximity
Oh,
alert.
brother.
Jack, look out!
Fire on braking thrusters.
That's the last of them. Apollo.
Affirmative.
Nicely done. I don't think a single tick made it to the transport.
Most fortunately for you, Captain. though the ticks do appear to be more interested in the transport than you or Jack. Preparing to resume course. Please hold on.
We're on. Let's go.
Acknowledged. Resuming course. We should be coming up on the drive bay shortly.
Popcorn? Popcorn, you read? Coming up on the drive bay. How are things looking your end? You find me a way to talk to the Ithaca? There's got to be something in that net we can cobble together. Keep looking. I don't need much. Just enough to get a signal out. Could be more stories like that. Just so long as the Ithaca can hear it. Okay. Well, copy that, I guess. Keep me posted.
Just in case, you know.
The drive bay is just up ahead.
Doing my due diligence.
Tracking movement ahead. More ticks inbound.
They just keep coming.
Motherfucker. Where they at?
I think that's the last of them.
Ah. Okay.
Approaching
No, not the
destination.
worst that I could have done there.
Reducing speed. The primary drive bay is just beyond these doors.
Alright, let's get them open.
There's an airlock nearby that will take you to the control station.
I see it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'll proceed first.
Right behind you. Popcorn? Popcorn, do you read? He's not responding.
Radiological interference from the Estrella is disrupting our local comms. We should be able to re-establish contact once we're clear of the wreckage.
Open, open.
Those escape pods?
That's correct.
Do they still work?
Surprisingly, yes. The pods are still registering as functional.
Fuck, well this is...
Let's proceed to the control station. Biomass from the drive bay has spread to the door controls.
What about the emergency room?
There is considerable buildup around the panel, but it looks to still be accessible.
I'll take a look.
You could use your counterpulse emitter to nullify any threat from the biomass. Jack, could we get a closer look at the emergency release?
I'm trying. You. Wait, no, not you. No, you.
Got it. Opening door.
Through here.
Oh, there's
As
no thing
before,
here.
Our first step is to rewrite the local protocols. The procedure is identical to the one we performed earlier.
Where's the AI core? It's not in the terminal.
One of the engineers must have removed it during the initial outbreak, an attempt to seal the drive pad. It's likely the core is still close by. We should search the adjoining rooms. Expect considerable biomass presence.
I won't be long.
It is dark. Oh, well, it's not here. Look like fucking testicles. There's a helmet.
Jack, we need to retrieve the AI core or we won't be able to access the drive bay.
I mean, I get that. But it's not like I actually know where the fucking AI core is. Yeah, buddy? Can I open this door or like? Oh. Is it like down here somewhere? How do I open this door? How do I open this door? 'Cause that's not gonna open. I don't see anything that'll open it. There's like no way through here. See, how the fuck does that work? Oh, I see it in there. Okay, how the fuck do I get in there? I am so lost here. Oh wow, oh, just getting through here. That looks familiar.
There, at the far end of the corridor. The core appears to be intact.
Got it. Liv, I have the core. I'm heading back to you.
Copy that. See you shortly.
I'm here.
Nicely done. We're sure the core's in good shape, Apollo?
We'll know for certain once Jack places it in the override slot.
Core in place.
Data port is open.
Commencing data transfer.
Override successful.
Copy. Returning core to upper terminal. Core locked in.
Protocol remapping successful. Local access granted. I can now open the drive bay. On your authorization, Captain.
Right. This is Acting Captain Olivia Rhodes. Open the drive bay.
Authorization accepted. Security measures lifted.
What the fuck? Oh, brother.
Oh, God.
Remarkable. The biomass has all but overtaken the chamber.
It's overriding the existing environment, building a new ecosystem. The infestation is worse than I anticipated.
This is what happens to Earth.
More accurately, what will happen if we fail to accomplish our mission?
Alright. Alright. We've got a job to do.
Let's go.
So, let's get to it.
Captain, I'm afraid given the state of the drive bay, I cannot allow you to accompany us inside.
What? No. I'm staying. I'm with you.
As much as I would welcome your assistance, I don't think that is an option.
Jack is right, Captain. If these new readings are any indication, the drive bay is far too dangerous an environment for a human being. The odds of your survival are close to zero. That is not an exaggeration.
Right. Well, I suppose as far as arguments go, that's the worst. Okay, new plan. I'm going to track down Popcorn, see if we can work out a way to make contact with the Ithaca.
Sounds like a plan.
Good to go, Apollo?
Affirmative. I've already plotted the coordinates. Simply climb inside and seal the canopy.
Good. Keep this comms channel open. I don't care if this is easy. I want constant communication.
Understood.
Come on, let's get you back to the airlock.
I'm here.
Jack? Good luck.
Thank you. You too.
You too, Olivia.
Be sure to come back in one piece, yeah?
I assume that's an order.
Bloody well right it is.
Transport is ready to depart. I will do my utmost to navigate a safe route through the drive bay.
Oh boy.
All right, I'm on board.
Brace for acceleration.
Liv, Apollo and I are making our way into the drive bay.
Copy that. I'm closing up the escape pod.
Acknowledged. Safe travels.
Yeah, to both of us.
Jesus.
Are you all right?
Ride was a touch shaky, but I'll manage. Still no sign of Popcorn. Nothing on comms either. At this point, all I can do is focus on finding contact the Ithaca and just hope he turns up.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah. Right then, I'll keep you posted.
Sounds good. Popcorn, you better not be dead. God, there's so many of them. Big one. No. Why are there so many of you? How the fuck did you? You've got to be shitting me.
Jack, we may have a problem.
What is it?
Power to the drive exchange conduit appears to have been cut off. The conduit must be fully powered if we are to sufficiently amplify the counterpulse blast wave.
What are our options?
Our best course of action is to try and reroute power from another system.
Then let's do it.
There's a junction nearby that should still be functional. Adjusting course. Hold on.
Liv, we've run into a power flow issue. We have to briefly divert course.
Do what you have to do, and do it fast. The Ithaca fleet's getting close. I make out at least 3 more ships in the distance.
How close are we to making contact?
Still working on it. There's just not that much to work with. If
Fair
I
enough.
could maybe find one of our old geosensors, I could put its contact.
Liv.
Might be enough to get a signal out.
Liv, you're breaking up. Liv,
Interference from the Estrella is disrupting the signal.
is there any way to get her back?
I'm afraid there's not much I can do. However, the captain is actively working on boosting the comm signal to reach the Ithaca. If she succeeds, it's possible we'll be able to re-establish contact.
Understood.
God, there's so much of all of you.
This is it. These junction controls should allow you to divert power to the exchange conduit. Jack, incoming.
Seems we didn't get them all.
Shields at 30%.
Why were you not shooting?
That's it. We're clear for now.
Let's get back to rerouting the power. Returning to junction.
Oh.
Power rerouted. The exchange conduit is operating at maximum capacity. Well done. Return to the transport and we'll proceed onward.
Why is there so much? And of course, the more power we put on, the more of these shits that are gonna be activated.
Takes inbound.
Jack, do you copy?
Liv, say again.
There's too much interference. I keep losing your signal.
Liv, can you hear me? Olivia.
Jack, I'm losing you.
Liv, are you there? Olivia.
It's no use, Jack. She's not receiving us. Incoming multiple ticks.
brother. Why are y'all just spawning out of nowhere?
Ticks on approach.
Jack, I don't know.
I cannot
if you
aim.
can hear me.
Liv, I read you.
If there's any chance you can still hear this, I'm going to keep working on the comms, but if I can't...
Liv,
Jack, we need to focus. We're closing in on the exchange conduit. We've arrived. We'll need to connect the catalyst to one of the conduit's fuel cell housings. This will allow the device to trigger a cascading reaction that will amplify the blast radius enough to eliminate all the biomass in this sector.
does it matter which housing we use?
We should start by identifying which housings are still operational. Look for any housings with a working data port and call them out.
Got it.
This one looks like it might help.
What about housing B3?
Negative. There's
Oh,
too much
fuck.
biomass clogging the mechanism.
Alright, let's move on.
Okay, so don't do that. Don't leave.
Negative on this housing.
Agreed.
This housing is far too infested. There's nothing we can do here.
Yes, I'd have to agree. I'll circle the conduit so we can inspect the remaining housings.
Oh shit. Probably have you out just in case.
Housing D4 might still be salvageable.
Biomass presence is moderate, but still enough to be a problem.
Excessive biomass presence.
Valid assessment. Housing is no longer functional.
Hello?
Housing C1 still appears functional.
Unfortunately, biomass presence around the couplings is too severe.
Copy. Let's keep looking. I think we can safely rule out this housing as well.
I concur. Resuming flight path.
For fuck's sake.
The housing's data port is defective. Nothing to be done here.
Agreed. We seem to be running out of options.
There are still housings left to inspect. Let's keep looking. What about this housing? A3.
I'm afraid not. The infection appears to have penetrated the outer casing. The internal components are likely teeming with biomass.
Rampant infestation. Housing appears inoperable.
A valid assessment.
Oh, there's you.
Significant biomass presence. Housing is unusable.
I agree. Continuing orbit.
For fuck's sake. Should've just gone around to begin with. The other way first. Well, that looks good.
There. Housing G4. That looks to be our best option.
Data port is functional. No visible infestation. I agree. That housing does appear to be our most optimal solution. Well spotted. All other housings appear either offline or infected. I believe this is our only chance.
Can you bring us within dampener range?
Affirmative. Maneuvering thrusters engaged.
Jack? Signal.
Liv.
Her signal's only getting worse.
We better hurry up then. Looks like we're gonna need...
You'll need to scan the data port to activate the fuel housing.
Housing open.
Now, use the release controls to eject the old cell. Remember, both controls must be operated simultaneously.
Copy.
Where are the controls? You good? Where are the controls?
Jack, remember, both release controls must be operated at the same time.
Yeah, and oh, hi, you're here. Why does it keep pressing the wrong one? This one. Oh my god.
Fuel cell removed.
Stand by while I align the transport to the housing. Please keep clear. Catalyst in place. Now use the same controls as before to secure the device.
Apollo, what's happening?
The power clamp's anode coupling failed to engage. Without a proper connection to the conduit, we won't be able to trigger the reaction we need to detonate.
Can the coupling be repaired?
Unknown. We'll need to get a closer look.
Copy. Moving to inspect.
Why am I going this way?
There is a small pocket of biomass. Infection neutralized.
That is disconcerting. We should nullify that infestation immediately.
Understood.
We should probably clear the remains. The nodule is small enough that you should be able to burn it away with your cutter.
Biomass removed. What about now, Apollo? Can you engage the coupling?
Negative. The damage is too extensive. With the coupling disabled, we have no way to bridge the connection.
Then we find a new solution. We have to. The Ithaca's almost here. Manual extrication of the coupling does not appear possible. What if I use my shell to complete the connection? If I hold both the anode and the coupling, the current should pass straight through.
Yes, but once the circuit goes live, the resulting energy surge would destroy your shell.
Then I'll simply reboot.
At this range, the counterpulse wave will undoubtedly disable the transport's fabricator. You would be unable to reboot.
Are there any alternatives?
We could try using the fabricator to construct something to bridge the gap. Though without access to the full archive of schematics, our options are exceedingly limited. Give me a moment to locate and print the most tenable option.
I'll do it.
Fabrication complete. The component is ready. Try positioning it such that it makes contact with both the anode and the coupling. Energizing. It's no use, Jack. We can't establish a stable connection. The component simply doesn't fit.
Are there any other components we can try?
Nothing in the fabricator's local memory. I recommend we consider other solutions.
There's no other option. I have to bridge the connection myself.
I am Sorry to say it, but I must concur.
What do I need to do?
Stand by while I prep the catalyst for diffusion. Jack, would you like to try contacting Captain Rhodes again?
If it's at all possible, yes. I should say goodbye.
I will boost the signal as best I can.
Liv. Liv, do you copy?
Jack! Jack, are you there?
I'm here. I read you, Liv.
Jack! Thank God. I thought I'd lost you.
Liv. There's a problem.
What do you mean? What sort of problem?
There's a malfunction. I'll have to use my own shell to complete the connection and detonate the device.
What? Jack, no! You can't! The EM surge will fry the fabricator. You won't be able to reboot.
I understand.
You could die. Jack, wait. Just hold on. Let me see if I can find another way for you to reboot. One of your old activation points. Something.
Liv. It's all right. I know what I'm doing.
No! God damn it, Jack! Listen to me. You are not doing this.
I apologize for disobeying orders, Captain.
Jack! No!
But there is no other option.
Jack! Please!
Circuit is now going.
Goodbye, Olivia.
Shields at 30%.
What the fuck? I mean, it's a good thing there's no camera, because I am a fucking mess. I was really hoping, there was a small part of me that was hoping that everyone would have had a happy ending there. God damn it, Jack. Why would you do this to me? Fucking hell, this was really good game. I really enjoyed this one. I enjoyed the first game. Definitely enjoyed the second game as well. It sucks that we don't get to. I mean, maybe there's a end thing or like another scene. Because I was hoping we'd at least see whether or not it worked. Whether or not we would have been able to Troy Baker's Jack? How the fuck did I not know this? And why am I surprised that Troy Baker's in a fucking game? Please.
Captain Rhodes. Captain Rhodes. Victor Atwell. This is the Echo unit.
Boot up complete. Why are we back here? Popcorn?
Easy, popcorn.
Live!
As fast as I can. Jack? Oh my god. Jack. Jack, It's really you.
Morning, sunshine.
Everything's gonna be alright, Jack.
Captain Rhodes. Captain Rhodes, this is Ithaca Actual. Do you have the Echo unit?
Say again, Ithaca?
I said, do you have him?
That's affirmative, Ithaca. I have him.
Copy that. Stand by for rescue.
Come on, Jack. It's okay. I've got you.